trippy movie idea. All right, so this movie will be. All right, so basically, our main character would be this person who, let's just say, is in their like mid 70s, like 80s, whatever. And this person has a bad case of having like existential crises a lot, and I mean that's not good. And he also is like afraid of death because he's like getting closer to the end of his life, and basically this causes him to like be afraid. He's like kind of miserable, he's depressed, and he's like all these bad stuff. And one night he goes to sleep and he wakes up in his house, but there's something weird about his house. He goes out of the front door and he notices that there's a that his basically his house has another version of his house is literally connected. So it's like he exits the front door, and then he enters the back door of that one. But in this new version of his house, this a replica of his house, there is now a version of him that is 1 year younger than him. And it's supposed to be that he basically goes through the front doors of all of them, and it's basically every time he goes through, there's another replica of the house with a version of himself that is younger. So let's say this guy is 76 years old. He wakes up in the 76th house, which is like the current one, and then he goes to like house 30, which means that he'll go to the house with his 30-year-old self. All right, you get that? All right. And while he is going through these replicas of his house, he kind of creates bonds with his younger self, and basically ultimately just kind of gets more proud of what he's done in his life, and also of how he becomes more accepting of death. So so yeah, and then he finally reaches house 1, where he meets his 1 year old self, and then he opens the front door of that one, and then he steps into a white light, and he dies. Yeah, he dies in his sleep. And here's the thing about it: if he did not have that, oh god, if he did not have that experience that he just had, he would have died in his sleep, a depressed, invisible man who really was afraid of death. But because he was in that situation, he became more proud of what he's done in his life, and also more accepting of death, like I said earlier. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Any filmmakers watching this, if I'll probably not be able to make this in the near future, so if any filmmakers watching this, you can take this idea if you want to. But if you do finish it, please let me know, and I'll watch it and I'll praise you. All right, peace out.